And the Labor Department, utterly useless pustules, won't do anything to stand up and get in the mainstream media and get some press time and say, look, what this guy is saying is right. We've been utterly and profoundly remiss at giving adequate, commensurate, proportional, equivalent cost of living adjustments to minimum wage workers over decades. This has been going on. So you wonder how they got away with all this crap? Not having an answer for it? You say, well, the employers wouldn't have liked that. They would have said, well, the employees are going to cause me to have to raise my... That's what they always want to blame the little guy, right? Who's least culpable for raising your cost of living tax, who's just a nice guy, generally speaking, live and let live type person. Yeah, everybody wants to get ahead. Everybody wants to keep up with the Joneses. What's wrong with that? I know what I'm talking about here. So you use an opportunity when the employers don't like to give a raise to their workers because the law says so, the labor laws say so. It's only fair. They're just trying to stay even Steven. What's wrong? What's radical about that statement? What's wrong with it? No, there's something very wrong with not doing it. I know what the hell I'm talking about. Listen to me. It could have prevented this whole mess. You know, we could have an opportunity. Employers complain. Say, yeah, okay. Well, who's driving up? Let's investigate. Who drove up our cost of living tax? Who are these market manipulators? Let's talk about housing. Let's talk about cui bono. Who benefits? The lenders? The more money they lend, don't they lend on commission? They make more money, right? They've got motivation. They've got incentive. The real estate agents, they've got motivation. They've got incentive. They work on a percentage, a commission. The builders, the lenders, the flippers, the speculators, the investors, the landlords. Do you understand? Let's not play stupid. That's intellectual dishonesty. We're in a lot of trouble, and people got to wake up and be empowered and teach their fellow human being what I'm teaching you. And if you don't, then you're a coward. And you'll get a coward's reward. Let's put it this way. There's no cowards in heaven. All right, I'm going to finish up where I was last week with some thoughts. We have been trained to be warped in our thinking. That is because this current world beast system rulers are warped in their thinking. They are giving it their all to render humanity at large into their image and likeness, only without the power. They are training us to accept ever-growing, wanton, unnecessary human suffering through widespread death, destruction, and misery. Only God can deliver us from their powerful, devilish hands. The very maws of hell. I think I got my place a little mixed up here, so I just got to look at what I wrote. I think I already read that. So, anyhow. All right, folks. It's a little hot in here, so I'm a little out of it. Please forgive me. Don't only think before you act, think before you think. There's an Eastern technique, philosophy, that talks about with the mind, observe the mind. They're talking about the higher mind, the one that's close, embedded with God, observing the lower mind. So before we think, we think. Certainly before you speak, you should think. And certainly before you act, you should think. Have you ever been virtually starving to death, yet had no appetite? I have. It's then that I either suffer in silence or ask God to fill me with good things, and I can eat with peace. And typically, whenever I just decide, you know what, God, I don't want to do this. I've fasted long enough, Lord. Fill me with good things. And next thing you know, I'm frying up a couple eggs and hash browns or opening a can of skinless, boneless sardines and maybe some angel's hair coleslaw and having myself a little meal. But yeah, I can be starving to death, but I just don't have the appetite. I mean, I have great hunger, but don't feel like eating. It's I think it's a rebellious nature within me that, trying to own my choices, because I feel so out of control of my choices so much of the time, because I myself, like everybody else, I'm thrust into a world where I get very little say-so. I'm just one of, many billions of minions out there that is basically a nobody. And it's a tough pill to swallow. It's, and everybody else, I think, feels that. So, you feel small and impotent a lot of the time. And I think fasting is one way that people find to, feel that sense of empowerment. That, it's your choice. You have some control over things. At least you have control over what goes in your body. But, we need to eat, and we all, you always get that good food high when you have a good, healthy meal. So just wanted to give that advice. The divine power is in the genuine love. Genuine love. Like Einstein said, the strongest force in the universe. And like Kanye West reiterated, the strongest force in the universe is love. It's true. There's no arguing that. There's no refuting that fact. For God's sake, and by extension our sake, please, let us do our level best to be nice and at least respectful to one another. I think that's sage advice for anybody. The only persons that could rightfully hate me are those whom don't rightfully know me. Yes, and I extend that to anybody that doesn't like me. They think they're my enemy. Look, you don't have to be, okay? And if you got to know me, I'm not the guy that's going to put chains on you. I'm not going to withhold any good thing from you. I'm going to do my level best to be God's friend and to be like Him, emulate Him, reflect Him, and represent Him properly. And so, I'm going to treat you as such with great respect and dignity. Just as human children and parents value and enjoy having a good relationship, by extension, so too our divine, true creator parents desire such a relationship with us, and for said relationship to supersede all other relationships. The debt mongers are beside themselves at even the thought of America ever being back in the black. Over many years of observation with both empirical and axiomatic indicators, sadly, I believe many, both rich and poor, if given a choice between half the population on earth dying or vast temporal riches, would choose riches. The vast majority would choose riches over half the population getting to live. That's what I think. I really do. It's a very sad state of affairs. Do not underestimate the power of money at your, only underestimate the power of money at your own peril. The love of money is the most powerful force in hell, and for the time being, it is one of the most powerful forces on earth. Only the power of godly, devout, unwavering, unassailable love is stronger, and that, my friends, is our hope. So that's the moral, is don't underestimate the power of money. And that's all I have to say, folks, until next week, huh? I love everybody. I really do. I want the best for everybody. I really do. All the things I want from myself and my family and my children, which is everything. I would not withhold a good thing from anyone. I want for you. Okay? I want you to be free. I want you to be happy. I want you to be content. I want you to be safe and secure and prosperous.